All right, traders, we just had an insane day within the stock market. As expected, the market has pulled back for the micro, and we had some phenomenal opportunities today. If you guys have been studying these videos, if you've been watching these lessons, you are well aware that I've been telling people to buy AMC and to buy SPY once they fill their gaps. And as you can see, in terms of the low of day, I also prepared members within Trader Society right here, alerting them at 10:03 a.m. The gap fill on SPY is at $443.80. That's where I'm interested in buying call options, which was the exact low of day for the SPY. As you can see, it bottomed out at 443.47. As soon as it filled this gap shown right here on the daily, SPY ended up having a gap close reversal. You can see the red line. You can see the gap fill. It filled the gap. It had a reversal. It shot up. The calls printed like crazy. And SPY is not the only one. I told you guys, AMC at $20.25. There was a gap to fill at $20.24 on AMC. As you could see on the pre-market, and if you're using Webull, you can trade in the pre-market at 4 a.m. You can trade. So you could have dip bought this in the pre-market at the low. You can see right here, AMC bottomed at 2022. It filled the gap. It started bouncing. It started having a reversal. It started breaking out. It started forming bullish candlesticks. Then it ran all the way to 2180. And you could see, here we go again. There was another opportunity to dip buy it at the key gap fill level, and it ran to 2070. And there was another opportunity to dip buy it at the key gap fill level, and it ran to $21. So I truly am preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices. There is nobody on social media that is literally calling out these key levels and that is getting you in towards the lows in terms of buying the calls. And we had also prepared people. I got to give a big shout out where credit is due. This guy is absolutely crushing it. He's well over six figures. He ended up putting $4,000 into his wife's account, and he ended up flipping it 233% in one single day with the SPY put options yesterday using the gap close reversal strategy. And he held the puts overnight for a swing trade, and he turned $4,000 into $23,000 in 2 trading days. It's absolutely insane what you can do with these gap trading strategies. Big shout out to him. I'm actually meeting up with him in New York City. For those of you in Trader Society, if you want to meet up in Manhattan, I'm going to be staying towards the Chelsea area. Feel free to send me a direct message. I'm going to be there from April 12th to April 22nd. And I got to give a big shout out to the Beef Supreme. He's been a new member. He's absolutely killing it. He played SPY both ways, had a very nice win on SPY puts, and then as you can see, he had a very nice win on SPY calls, up over 80%, 94%. Riser, there you go, man. Consistency adds up. As long as you're compounding that account, those returns are going to be exponential within time. So also want to give a big shout out to Bobby. His portfolio 8% on the day. And then his other account, he was trading for his girlfriend, 33%, absolutely killing it. I want to give a big shout out to James, swing traded puts overnight on the SPY. And then he also bought the dip at the key 443.80 level, making a 7% return. So you guys truly did absolutely crush it today. And I'm telling you guys, the opportunity here is to be self-sufficient. That's the opportunity, to be a self-sufficient trader, to not rely on someone's alerts, but to use their watch list, to use their analysis, to use their trading plan, to learn the strategies, and to gain your trading experience by trading it on your own. I'm telling you, as long as you have the right trading plan, and once you understand what simple confirmations, what simple reactions to look for when these stocks are at their key levels from the trading plans that I'm giving you, you can truly be self-sufficient. It is definitely possible. We have so many people in here who are really showing signs of consistency and self-sufficiency where my presence isn't even needed. I'm pointing them in the right directions with the trading plan. So that's the opportunity here. If you want to be self-sufficient, if you want to be an independent trader, who doesn't rely on other people, who can learn how to trade the best setups at the best prices on their own, that is the opportunity within Trader Society. So in terms of the updates, let's get into the updates. So if you are interested in checking out Trader Society, that's going to be, my private group. That's the first link down below in the description. As soon as you sign up, you get lifetime access. It's a one-time fee. But anyways, in terms of SPY, right? So in terms of SPY, this ended up bottoming at the key gap fill level. So in terms of that phenomenal setup, it was a gap close reversal. As you can see right here, SPY gaps up. It goes back down to fills the gap. Once it fills the gap, it has a reversal. It goes spiking in a couple days, right? massive reversal at that key 444.39 level. You can see right here, SPY gaps up, and then there's a new gap to fill below at 443.80. As soon as it fills the gap at 443.80, it has a reversal. So in terms of why was it so obvious to buy SPY call options using the gap close reversal strategy, and what were the confirmations to look for? First of all, this is an overreaction. This went from $448.53 all the way down to $443.47 within 20 minutes. That's what we call an overreaction. So if you see an overreaction happen like that, where there's a massive pullback in a short period of time, and then SPY goes back down to close the gap, to fill that gap right here at 443.80, that's what you want when you're playing a gap close reversal. You want the stock to have an overreaction. You want a massive sell-off very, very quickly in a short period of time to fill the gap. And then if you get that, that's great. And you want to use it towards key support level. This is a key support level. It's proven. Key support right here, bottoms at the gap close reversal. History repeated itself, bottoms at the gap close reversal. It shoots up, right? So I'm showing you the confirmations of these gap strategies that we're using to identify why it was going to be such a gap close reversal. And I prepared members for this in so many videos before this as well, not just from the morning today. This was over a week in preparation. So then in terms of reactions, how do you want it to react when it fills the gap? You want it to form pins. You want it to form bullish candlesticks, bullish pins. It's starting to bounce. It's starting to break out. Higher support, higher support. It's breaking out again. It's holding higher support. It's holding higher support. It's forming dojis towards support. When you see those pins, when you see that bounce come in, when you see that breakout, when you see some higher support forming, that's when you buy, right? So I'm putting you guys on to this game in terms of the gaps that we're looking for. Oversold channels, overreactions. This is an oversold channel. Proven history that it had a gap close reversal at this key level. Big upside potential. There's now a gap to fill below. SPY gaps down. It fills the gap. It has a reversal. It gets the bullish reactions. In terms of the bullish reactions and in terms of confirmations, when should have you been buying the SPY call options today? You should have been buying them right around here towards higher support. As soon as it filled the gap, it formed the bullish wicks. It formed the bottom pin. That's great confirmation. You can buy there as well if you want. If you want to give it some time, wait for a small bounce, wait for a small breakout, and then the higher support on the pullback right here. It's turning your previous resistance right here into higher support, which is bullish. Those are the confirmations that I'm putting you on, guys. That's what we look for. Those are the key reactions. Those are some of the basics to these gap trading strategies. Now you know. So use the candlesticks, use the reactions. If you see the floor at the gap level, if you see the bullish pins, if you see the bounce, if you see the pullback and the higher support is forming, the bottom of these candles are now higher than the previous high of these candles. Very bullish reactions to ride this back up to fill that gap above. So that is going to be that #1 trading strategy, that gap close reversal strategy. And remember, we're using the gap close reversal strategy at key levels only, key specific levels, right? This is a key, very strong support level. It had a proven history of having a reversal at this level. And even better, you had the overreaction. Within the past 2 days, this is an overreaction. It got beaten down from 458 all the way down to 443. But the beauty of this is, and this is not the first time I've seen it happen where, stuff's going on with the Fed and they're speaking and SPY is a massive rip and then it sells off hard and it fills the gap and it has a reversal. Not the first time I've seen that happen. So you got to be aware of that situation as well. But yeah, that's kind of the, recap on SPY that I wanted to prepare you guys for, to give you guys the knowledge, to give you guys the education for the next coming opportunity. So as you can see, it is starting to downtrend. In terms of after hours, we are seeing a small pullback. It closed at 446.52. It's currently at 445.50. So with that being said, it is currently having a small gap down. In terms of how does this daily chart look on the SPY? The daily chart right now looks, it looks interesting. It had its gap close reversal. This isn't the most bullish candlestick, but it's not the most bearish candlestick. So it's kind of tough to say where it's going to be exactly at tomorrow. What I can tell you is we do have a gap to fill at 451. It is due for a micro bounce. Things to keep in mind heading into tomorrow. 446.52 is going to be your key level. If 446.52 reacts as a resistance level, SPY is going to pull back and it's going to try to retest the gap fill level at 443.80. If that reacts to support, SPY is still micro bullish. If it cracks and turns into resistance, SPY is going to pull back. Now, if SPY can break above 446.52 and turn that into strong solid support, we will be on track for a gap fill this week at 450.103. So in terms of upcoming opportunities, we've just had some phenomenal trading opportunities. Right now, I'm gonna put you guys onto the price alerts. I want you to send alert towards 443.80. See how it reacts towards that level again. And also for puts, I want you guys to play puts towards the previous closing prices. Hopefully these can rip back up later into the week, and that's going to present some phenomenal put opportunities. So for SPY, 450.103. SPY just cracked some key support. You can see right here, we have very strong support in the 450s. It just cracked that. It filled the gap. It's trying to have a gap close reversal, right? So when this rips back up and fills this gap, it's going to try to turn this previous support into resistance because the bears have taken control for the micro. You can see the bears are taking out key support. They're forming lower highs. They're taking out key support. They're forming lower highs, right? So with that being said, when SPY hits 450.103, I'm literally giving you the top. You know, if you see it breaking down, if you see it struggling, if you see it reacting as a resistance level, buy the puts, make a quick 30 to 50% profit, and risk like 452 on that, right? So that'd be the game plan for SPY. And then you want to do the same thing. We already have members prepared for all these setups. We went over this in the pre-market in terms of puts. The new plan for the puts is to buy them at their previous closing prices, at their best prices. So those are going to be the key levels. So just to go over some of the favorite stocks I like right now for puts, we just got to wait for them to get back to their, you know, key major resistance level. SPY at 451, that's going to be a key level. Another stock that I'm looking at for puts at its key level is going to be, let me take a look here real quick. Let's see. Okay, so I believe it was, let me double check this. I want to see how DraftKings reacts at 1905. We did just trigger dark blue on the squeeze, which is bearish for DraftKings. If we can push back to 1905, I'll be interested in a put option for the gap close reversal setup. Nvidia, there can potentially be puts at 259. Not 100% the greatest setup, but I am interested in seeing how it reacts there. So I'll set a price alert. And then in terms for call options on Nvidia, wait for it to go back to 229.73. That's going to be your best key level for the Nvidia calls. Remember, we're scalping these, we're day trading these, we're making a quick 30, 50% plus. And then in terms of swing trades, we need bullish confirmations at the support and we need bearish confirmations at the resistance on the daily candle, which is not determined until the last 5 minutes of the close. So our next setup is going to be, let's see. So ATER stock. ATER is at make it or break it, 340 level. It's going to try to fill this gap at 365. If that reacts as a resistance level, it's pretty much over for this stock. So I'm interested in seeing how it reacts at 365 for a potential put. If it reacts as a resistance level, that's going to be your new make it or break it level for a ATER. If it reacts as a resistance, within some time, it should crack and turn 340 into resistance. Your best price to buy ATER, and believe me, within time, you know, all these long-term investors right now thinking it's going to go to the moon, within time, this will go back to $2.33. And that's where I plan to buy the living shit out of ATER stock. So $2.33 is where I'm going to be buying the low on ATER, just like I did with Progue stock. So that's the game plan for that. I'm setting these price alerts at the best prices. Once they trigger, I'm going to be looking at these stocks at the best prices when nobody else is looking at them because they're not going to be on their scanners at the time, most likely. So Facebook is another one I'm interested in put options. As you can see, it filled the gap, had a reversal. A lot of stocks had gap close reversals today at their best support levels. And there's a gap to fill above at $231.84. I want to see how it reacts when it fills the gap above at $231.84, right? So I'm waiting for a lot of these to go back towards their key resistance levels at the put options. A couple stocks I want you to keep on your radar. These are going to be some new upcoming plays. That's why for those of you who stay to the end of these videos, you truly do get rewarded with the best setups at the best prices. I got some killer setups. These are more for the short-term focus. So some of the plays that I just gave you guys, those are going to take some time to trigger. The price alerts are going to take some time to trigger, right? But they will trigger within time. And when they do trigger, that's the best setup at the best price. We're compounding our accounts. We're compounding our price alerts every single day. When the alert triggers, we wait for the confirmation. If we get the reaction we're looking for, we execute on the trade, seize the moment without hesitation. So QCOM, QCOM, this is looking interesting. We have a very low gap right here at $138.48. As you can see, this stock has filled the gap and it is already having a reversal. So the gap fill was at 138.48. It cracked it a little bit. It's already ripping back up. So the key level is going to be like 138.50. We're going to call it 139 as well. That's going to be the key support zone. What I want you to do on this one is when it has the first green day, buy call options. If it's a massive gap up, wait for it to go back to the previous closing price. And then when it fills that gap, if you see the bullish reversal, buy call options. That's the game plan. QCOM is looking very, very bullish. It's due for a micro bounce. It's due for a trend reversal. And you can see this is one of its lowest gaps. It's at its make it or break it level. So what I'm telling you is when it has the first green day, you're going to want to buy some calls on this and ride this back up to 145.46. So wait for the first green day on that. As of now, during extended hours, it is having a small move down. So Walmart is going to be a good setup. It's a little bit overextended for the micro. It just hit new all-time highs. What I've noticed with Walmart is whenever it hits new all-time highs on the first red day, it tends to have a little micro pullback. So for this one, we're waiting for the first red day. Once we see it has the first red day, if it gaps down, best thing you could do, wait for it to go back up to the previous closing price, play puts at that price, right? So we're using the gap close reversal strategies. The plan is to buy puts on the first red day for Walmart. Once it has the first red day, if it gaps down, previous closing price will be the best price to buy the puts. I'm going to keep that on my radar. Eventually this is going to have a red day, and when it does have the red day, the puts should print and it won't be too late to buy them on the first red day as long as you're buying them fairly early. This is going to be a short squeeze play. This stock is at make it or break it. It's been beaten down heavily today. You got a double top at $16. You have a massive micro pullback to fill the gap, and it is currently having a gap close reversal. This is what we like to see when we're playing gap close reversals. We like to see a stock have a massive gap up, a massive overreaction, and it sold off very, very hard from 16s to fill the gap. And as you could see, the gap fill level was the exact bottom, right? So who's putting you onto this strategy? Let me know. So the key plan for this is, it's currently having a gap close reversal, and I like how it's trending up. It's trending up during extended hours. So it's trending up during extended hours a little bit. It's having a gap close reversal. What are some other things, right? So write this down. This is called stacking everything in your favor. So why do I like this setup, right? Not just because it's a gap close reversal. So these are the reasons why I like it as a gap close reversal. It had a massive gap up. It had a massive pullback in a short period of time, just like SPY. So that's an overreaction. That's what we want to see when we're buying into these gap close reversals, right? So it filled the gap. It's reacting as support. It's trending up during after hours. What are some other things I like about it? I like how there's an intraday gap that was formed due to a trading halt. A lot of these get manipulated right here at $13.76. And intraday gaps do tend to fill very quickly. So the point being is, if this can stay above 1030s, this is going to start to rocket quickly to fill this gap at 1370s. And that's where you sell and that's where you lock in profits. So that's another thing I like about it. It has an intraday gap fill. What's another thing I like about it? Previous resistance. You have very strong resistance right here with big downside potential at $10.40, which is right towards that gap fill level. Point being is, this just had a massive breakout. So if it can turn previous resistance into a support level, that's bullish for a micro move up to fill the intraday gap at $13.76. So do you see how I'm stacking everything? I'm stacking everything. See how it's more than just a gap close reversal? I'm stacking a lot of things. There's an intraday gap. It just retested previous resistance, which has big downside potential. If it turns it into support, it's going to have big upside potential like it did today. and it's trending up towards after hours. So see how I'm stacking everything in my favor? That's called trend stacking. You want to stack every variable that you know about trading into your plays. It's going to give you more conviction, and it's going to give you better high quality setups, right? We have so many gap close reversal strategies. We have so many, stocks that correlate with the gap strategies. So as traders, we have to identify which ones are we going to feel most confident and comfortable trading with. What type of price action do we like? What is going to be the best setup at the best prices? You got to create like a checklist and figure out which one's going to be the highest quality setup. You want to rate it during different categories, right? So that's called trend stacking. That's something you want to do with the price action, with the charts, with the candlesticks. So I want to see how this reacts tomorrow. If this is green, I'm planning to buy. So the plan with this one is to buy it on the first green day. So that's going to be on my radar too. So those are going to be the best setups at the best prices. That is what it is that I'm currently seeing. So I gave you guys the key levels on where I'm looking to go long, where I'm looking to go short as of now. Please keep in mind, there's been some insane, crazy, volatile moves that just correlated both ways with our strategies, and the profits have been truly insane with what some of you guys have made. So it's time for a little reset. It's time for a little reset, and it's time to really wait for those best key levels that I had just given you guys, right? It's not going to be like that every day. These past 2 days have been absolutely insane, but it's not going to be like that every day. It could be tomorrow. We do have some good setups lined up, so we'll see if the price alerts can trigger. But we got the price alerts set, and we're prepared. So that's what it is that we're waiting for. Roblox. I want to buy puts. I want to buy some puts on Roblox at $49.03 for the gap close reversal. It's been trading in this channel forever. It's been trying to break down, forming lower highs. Puts on Roblox at 49.3 is going to be another phenomenal setup. So, for those of you who are not in Trader Society yet, the amount of opportunities that I've given you guys is truly unbelievable. Like the amount, just from today with the SPY gap close reversal, the AMC gap close reversal, just with those plays, you could have easily made back the cost of the entire program. That's a one-time fee at lifetime access before you even join the program. We have a lot of people who ended up making back the cost of the program before they even joined the program, and now they're invested for a lifetime of education, right? So if you do want to be a part of Trader Society, this is going to be the best deal it's ever priced at. It's a one-time fee. It's lifetime access. I have so many people. I have so many students. I have a lot of people who are telling me that you should raise the price to at least $1,500. So eventually the price will be going up. As of now, this is the lowest it's ever going to be. It's a one-time fee. It's a lifetime access. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be it's the best deal ever. It doesn't get better than this. This is the absolute lowest it will ever be priced. The price can never go lower than this. And within time, we will be raising the price 100% for sure on that. We are currently working on some six-figure rewards, some six-figure trophies. We have some six-figure students who are in Trader Society. We also have one seven-figure student. So we're working on getting some rewards, some trophies made and shipped out to them as well. So we're going to make the program a lot more higher quality too. But if you are interested in terms of what is included for Trader Society, it's lifetime access. It's a one-time fee. You get to watch me trade live every single day at market open. The point is not to blindly follow mine or any other traders' alerts. There's traders within Trader Society who are more successful than me. But in terms of what I really do bring to the table, it's that analysis, it's that price action strategy, it's that preparation, it's that game plan, right? And education. So if you want to surround yourself with a group of traders who are laser focused on trading one simple gap trading strategy that works, trading the best setups at the best prices, cutting out all the noise, cutting out all the distractions, just trading the best setups at the best prices. If you want the education where you can learn how to be self-sufficient and trade these setups on your own, everything is within the video lesson library where you'll learn the gap trading strategies, risk management and position sizing, and also the psychology and mindset to trading. You do get lifetime access as well to the live trading streams that we do every single day at Market Open, where you can ask me questions live on the spot. You also get access to the chat room, and you can add members within the chat room as your friend, send us direct messages, one-on-one conversations with me and the members within there. I'm telling you, we got a phenomenal team, and we got some six-figure traders in there, and we have one big seven-figure trader currently in there. And the results that some of these people are getting, the ones who are self-sufficient, not blindly following people's alerts, if anything, they'll use their analysis and they know how to trade, they know what confirmations and reactions to look for. They are extremely successful. The success is coming from the ones who are self-sufficient and who are not blindly following anybody's alerts, right? So it's all about the education. And that's what I can really provide for you within Trader Society. So if you do want to be a part of it, it's going to be the first link down below in the description. As soon as you sign up, you get lifetime access, and it's a one-time fee. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at the live trading stream at Market Open. I will keep you guys updated on the upcoming setups with the pre-market watch list tomorrow if we see any phenomenal setups heading into the morning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you guys so much for investing into your education. I will also be seeing some of you guys soon in New York City. Looking forward to that. So thank you guys so much.